And another ghost like Oranos Isis. Well,
It's definitely a very close matchup.
Yeah,
In the
especially
north.
on a map like this, yeah.
it's a one gold mine map, so that's favoring the Oranos for sure.
Especially with the positioning of the gold for the Egyptian, which is basically outside of the base.
Yeah.
That's
In the
gonna be...
north, we've got the Red Isis player, Bobby, who's one win away from taking the tournament, actually.
Yeah, and really, this is going to be a pretty hard game for him, even though he has won with Dara in the game number 1. This definitely is going to be a whole lot different, because it doesn't so far seem that he's going to be having that kind of luck on the map again. It almost looks like a bit of the opposite.
In the south, getting quite fancy with the Goat and Oracle micro against that Aurochs is our Oranos player KingNarVi, who needs to really step it up to come back into this.
A lot of Aurochs are all around the map. I definitely hope for Bobby's sake that he actually doesn't forget that one of the villages is almost dead, and he will heal it with a priest as soon as possible, because that's going to be a bit too easy actually
2
for
HP,
KingNarVi to raid him.
And actually, that other Aurochs is blocking them from efficiently dropping off their resources, which could result in a relatively slow advance time, which is
now he
absolutely
moved.
horrific. Yeah, he moved. Good.
And he's at least having pretty nice hunt at the bottom. That's basically almost looking like a double herd of caribous. That's pretty big and quite close by.
Oh, wow.
That's gonna help him quite decently, but still, at this point, after actually the first Auroch, I might be already switching into the hunt. Because he cannot hope that he can actually get it from it all before Turmas are there. He should probably
unless he
come in for it
classical
soon.
fights, which isn't out of the question.
Oh, cheaper siege weapons. Right now, Relic at the top. So pre-siege strategy could be pretty strong for him.
Yep, it's a good one to steal if Narvi is willing to pay the price for an Oracle.
Yeah, he has seen it. And to be honest, he should be doing it, because pre-siege is one of the strongest strategies against an Atlantean. And if you can get even stronger, yeah, you definitely don't want that. Especially against a god like Isis, who is single-handedly the best Egyptian, right? So, don't need any extra bonuses against you. Don't need that at all.
You certainly don't want that, no.
Well, otherwise, TC positions are kind of funny for Red, has to be said. He's having both at the same side, so...
There's a greater potential trade income, but then again, they are on the same side, which also means that defending the trade is more tough, because you just don't have that mercenary reinforcement there.
And also, we mustn't forget that he has town centers at the top, but the gold is at the bottom. So he will have to make pretty tough choices in there.
Unless there's a gold mine right in the black area next to that, a more forward TC. It could happen.
Yeah, doesn't seem so. Doesn't seem so for him. So it seems like that he got lucky in the first map with Dara, but right now he's going to be having exactly the opposite. So it should be a pretty good map for KingNarVi to actually have some pretty sweet revenge for himself.
Yeah, I think this is a really good time to actually just go Anubis and try to go for that classical fight. Otherwise, there's just a lot of things that Isis will be needing control for, and a fast heroic isn't exactly good at giving you control.
At this point, I'm not exactly sure what the strategy is going to be. I would be maybe expecting from the Egyptian to get the back TC early into the second age. But yeah, what's he gonna do next? Because there's really no gold in the vicinity.
And he's gonna see the relic? I think he see that.
No, he didn't, but he will now. Through the obelisk. That's a bit of a shame. For blue, of course. Definitely a nice bonus right now for bobibobi. He's going to be quite happy about discovering this relay. And he probably doesn't have Hands of the Pharaoh yet. That's research a bit later. Once there is... During advance, I think, right?
Yeah, well, he could be getting it immediately, but he needed the temple, so... Yeah, just now he has the opportunity, but I don't think he'll rush it too much. He'll probably get a priest instead. And use the Pharaoh to pick it up. Yep, he's already going.
And so far, not really any kind of gold picking up. It's definitely interesting on the left. We will be expecting maybe a bit more of it. Maybe in front of the TC. There is one gold mine closer to blue, which could be signaling that one is hiding in there still. But yeah, it's definitely nothing safe, and you can already see that red is basically even giving up the town center. He's right now turtling full on, and he's probably going to be aiming for the bottom, for the gold, for the fast heroic, drop a migdol on the gold, and go from there, I'm thinking.
Now that Promethean offspring should be finding these hunters here, but no army is super close, so they should be able to go home without any real issue.
Yeah, right now it's going to be an interesting choice. It's going to be full Turmas from KingNarVi. So far doesn't want any more mills, so he's probably hoping that he can somehow just, I don't know, maybe resource starve his opponent. He has already scouted quite a lot of it, so he probably knows that his opponent doesn't have anything behind his base. So if he can prevent potentially even the hunt in the very corner, that's also a very interesting double Caribous in there.
He's definitely playing very standard. My prediction is that he's gonna make like maybe 15 Tormas, maybe even less, and then immediately go into a TC. It looks like he's already stopped production, so he's just faking out on the Torma raids. It's a very small count, but it could get him a little bit of map control. And with that relic having been picked up, it's not impossible to see pre-siege like we were talking about earlier.
It's definitely similar right now viable, because he's already aiming into the heroic cage. He should be advancing in just about a minute or two or some such. Right now a bit of raiding by the Sphinx on Hero Citizen, who is just now running away. Oh man, that's bad.
Actually, Narvi is going fast heroic himself.
And at the bottom he's gonna lose a ton of villages though if he isn't careful. I'm not exactly sure why right now the Sphinx was retreating. He was just fighting normal villages. Right now he's going to be annoying them to no end. But of course they are going to be hiding. But it is 4 villages.
Yeah, damage is damage.
4 villages, and at the time when he's coming into fast heroic, any kind of outage of economy in such a stage definitely not gonna help.
Yeah, that was a lot of idle time. Very well played.
So prosperity nicely walled, so it's not going to be that easy for the Turmas to get there. They probably don't have any kind of way in, as he is basically just right now plugging it absolutely everywhere. Even another temple being built at the bottom to basically confirm the pre-siege spam, I think.
It's a nice shockwave picking off the Sphinx.
Definitely a pre-siege though. And it's going to be a really strong one at that, because he does have double monuments.
And right now there is finally some gold to be found for bobibobi at the top side of the map. But I think he doesn't see it. I think this was just scouted by KingNarVi. And bobibobi so far doesn't know that next to the front TC there is potentially gold mine. So he doesn't necessarily need to go to the bottom just yet. He can keep the top.
Surprisingly enough, there's been no priest production so far.
Yeah, he's not being pressured, so he's waiting till he has cheaper priests. Should be researching, Spirit of Nat.
Yeah, there it is.
So usually you'd have the Pharaoh empowering that temple, so he's pretty confident that he's in no rush to pump out the priests.
Well, right now KingNarVi is playing pretty dangerous game, because he's with the villages quite far away, without all that much of a protection in there, literally in the middle of the map. So if something was to come out of his base, it would be kinda bad, but he's probably thinking it's not gonna come. And it's going to be all up in his hands, to actually keep bobibobi inside his base and not really letting him go out.
Yeah, expanding to that next gold mine will be interesting. Where will he go? Will he try to get the TC?
On the gold mine of red right there. He's having them standing just in there, not moving, being blocked by other villagers. Those do. That's definitely not helping. And he hasn't really... Yeah, right now he has noticed. Yeah, right now he has noticed. And it's actually not really working into his advantage. And the Turmas are slowly with the little Promethean getting through the walls. So actually the gold mines are not going to be safe anymore. Well, he has
chariots have been started up.
And there is a way through, which apparently bobibobi didn't know about all that much.
And he's going into... I thought he was going to be doing destroyers, but he's going into full Contarius, which is really, really interesting.
Yeah, I mean, cavalry is probably the best option against pre-siege. None of those units are particularly good against cavalry, but what is good against cavalry is the Scorpion Men, so there will have to be quite a few heroes in there in order to actually make this work.
I think it was actually game of bobibobi, if I remember correctly, and he was facing pre-siege spam early in this match, or rather in this tournament, and he went for KingNarVi, and it was working pretty well for him against pre-siege. So that could be some kind of idea what he could be coming for, exactly as he is. Right now, Valor.
It's very rare to see Valor on Contarius. This is very cool.
Yeah, he just didn't use it, and he still has some left, right? Or not?
No,
this
because he's
lost.
got the Valor on the Termas, and there's only 2 charges in this patch.
Well, he kinda needs to do it, because he's expecting that he's gonna apply such an amount of pressure that he's gonna force Ancestors, I'm thinking. Or at least that's his aim at this point. Ancestors coming up.
Quick question about the patch. Does the Contarius come out medium upgraded?
Oh, right now I'll have to think. We definitely talked some such about it. I might be halfway thinking that actually it was removed to debuff them a bit, but I'm not 100% certain about it.
Okay, got it. Wow, that's a really nice denial on that TC. I was so close to being finished as well.
Yes. Good use of the Stympian Bird as well, and forcing defensive AE. Huge play there, and immediate. So he's basically going to lose nothing for that. That was very well played.
Excellent.
And I don't know why more people don't do this type of thing when they're pushing in, because. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there.
Yeah, I'm going to be just following up, as Red is using this quite cleverly, as he's moving on the gold on the right side, so that was very nicely used, because he has seen that all the army from blue is at the top and retreating away, so he just went for it, and right now secured the gold for himself. So he's really played it quite nicely, as the TC at the top didn't really do anything for him at all. Just extra TC, extra villages, but yeah, no gold, so it's not like actually blue-minded, but he definitely messed up on the gold at the bottom. He should have scouted it at all, or rather overall.
Heavy cavalry has been researched as well now.
He's definitely going for them. Is he actually coming for, what is it, Lens of Stone? Is it called, or what is it? From Thea, the upgrading against town centers and such, against buildings.
Really nice pick of the Scorpion Man there. And
we could be seeing some Poseidon Secret, or we could be seeing Lance of Stone later in the game. I doubt that he'll be getting it just this early. He's definitely maxed out now, and so he's getting the settlement over here on the right. But yeah, later on, I don't see why he wouldn't be getting it with so many Contrarii already having been made.
To be honest, this is just pretty much a significant fail on KingNarVi's play right now, letting him to actually set up on the gold mine on the right. That definitely should have been scouted. I'm not exactly sure why it wasn't.
Yeah,
because that was just an obvious play from. He knows basically the whole map. He has scouted everything.
Yeah, he should have one dude just sitting there. Exactly.
Yeah, he just should have seen that. And with the movement of the KingNarVi, he could have been there fast enough before any kind of significant army was there.
And Bobby definitely does not have the units to defend against this.
Yeah,
that army is in trouble right now. That's a huge surround right there, and they're being forced against the trees. The siege towers can't run away, really. They'll all be falling. And now the real question is, will these units be able to garrison before they're completely killed? And it looks like they will be garrisoning.
And just right now you can see that bobibobi is reacting at the top by triple armor around the TC. Because he's fully realizing what's gonna come. It's gonna be TC rating from those guys. So he wants as much protection as possible. But yeah, he definitely needs to worry a whole lot more about the bottom. Because the top, it doesn't do anything all that much for blue to win it.
Poseidon's Secret is being researched now.
Yes, indeed. And there's still no crenellations up on Bobby's towers.
Spearmen are finally being produced, but cavalry are going to be needed to deal with this, really. Spearmen are just not fast enough to get there.
Yeah, well, those heroes have 6.66 speed. It's just super fast.
That's right.
Assyrian Secret, Plot. So what is right now going to be the plan from Blue? Just the random farmstead again, next to the town center.
Oh, these guys could be surrounded again if the movement order is given ahead of them. And a bunch of priests are, in fact, getting completely picked off.
Got three or four priests there.
That's all the priests, actually.
Wow, yes.
This is actually really well played right now. And I'm just right now looking at the farms, and this kinda confirms that the player is going to be Atlantean main. Because who else is going to be placing such random farms?
Oh my god.
That's just... you just cannot, even if you want it, you cannot place it like that. Unless there was some thought behind it, which is for Atlanteans to spread it out. So I really thinking that it's an Atlantean main. The bobibobi player.
You're careful, they could be locusting it. Oh.
It could be a defense against locusting, yeah.
Wrong matchup, bro.
Market coming up, so it's apparently... Oh, he's coming even for the 30C, and it's going to be bad timing because Blue is exactly coming that way.
Oof, and Hecate is almost finished.
That's gonna be 9 villages and Pharaoh dead, just like that, because the Oracle is seeing exactly what he needs to see. So it's going to be KingNarVi killing... Oh, you're gonna see soon.
So those armories definitely had the desired effect there, preventing those Quantarius from picking the TC.
Oh no, he actually hasn't noticed, he's too consumed looking into the middle of the base. Which is gonna give third town center actually to his opponent. Oh man, he definitely could have waited with this.
I'm very surprised by that Tartarian gate placement. Wouldn't it have been better to get rid of the migdals?
Yeah, I'm just thinking of that as well. He needs to deny the gold, he doesn't need to deny food.
Yeah, he could have killed 2 migdals and the tower and the barracks with that Tartarian.
That wasn't really good, and he also let him take the TC, which is he gonna kill.
This is
still.
a disaster for Narvi, actually. Like, even though he's super ahead, everything went wrong for him.
Yeah, this was definitely a bit of a choke in here, but it's not like it's definitely gonna cost him the game or anything. He's still quite well ahead, as you say. Right now, a bit of mercenaries coming up with some KingNarVi trying to get rid of the villagers. So, how's it looking with some upgrades? Square, fortified TC, and resources for number 1.
Well, the
That's gonna be
mercenaries are
Titan
being
soon,
pumped out.
I think.
What? The Qatari are leaving.
Yeah, he doesn't want to fight all those spearmen apparently. But he's still having the second flank, which is gonna probably finish the job.
Yeah, and he did a good job making Bobby make a bunch of mercenaries there.
Why is he right now running? He had more than enough time to take 500 hit points of the TC with those units. Yeah, right now he's coming back.
Well, he's getting secrets of Titans, so from there it really shouldn't be going wrong.
Yeah, it really shouldn't, because of course his opponent, even though he will probably get into Mythic Age, he's going to be having to think about next gold. This one is just now running out. He will have to move a bit to the bottom, and you can already see that Blue is prepared with military barracks blocking the gold for his own. And he's just moving in there. He's just now seeing that his opponent is gonna have to make a move right about now, and Massacre coming in. Exactly. Oh well.
Ooh. Those villagers. I think they're all dead.
No, yeah, definitely are.
Be a lot of casualties here. At this time, Bobby's not getting any gold.
But Migdal built at the top town center. Definitely gonna help with the defense a bit more.
Wow.
But yeah, without the gold, without the trade, he doesn't have trade really significant. He doesn't have anything. He doesn't have the trade at all, actually. Because he doesn't have anything to trade with.
And
he would have to go from the bottom.
His right mine just ran out, so he doesn't have a defended gold, and there it goes.
GG is called.
So that's the GG. One good map for him in the first match. Not a good map for him this time, and it's loss. So yeah, we are going to be seeing a decider in the best of 3. So let's see the post game. Well, KingNarVi just won absolutely everything. And with quite some margin. Well, the economy was, wow, well, almost double actually. civilian units high for KingNarVi, of course, 30. But yeah, 63 for bobibobi. Not really enough to make a difference.
Yep, well, you should be ready to go for the last match of the tournament.
Yep, GG for this one.
And winner will be taking it all.